Las Vegas, our first quarter numbers are in, and it's not going to surprise you. Things are up. We'll talk about that on today's episode. How's it going, everybody? Jeff Zahler with Zahler Properties here to give you our Las Vegas first quarter update. Now, most of these numbers are again for March, which is the end of the first quarter. And like always, I just give you the single family residence numbers. If you're interested in the townhomes and condos, let us know and we can get you that information as well. So at the end of March, we ended back up at $300,000 for the median sales price. If you remember, we actually were there about 2 months ago, dipped down, but we're back up to about $300,000. That's about a 7% increase year over year and about a 1% increase for the quarter. The average was $353,000 for at the end of the month, and that again, up about 6 to 7%. Now, the numbers that are going to show that the market is changing is our inventory. So at the end of March, we had 8,400 homes available for sale on our MLS. That's a 50% increase from the same time last year. We just see more houses on the market. However, the velocity is still helping too. We had about 2,625 sales, which was way up from February. February we had well under 2,000 sales, but we're actually down 17% from this same time last year. So sales have actually gone down a little bit, pricing has gone up a little bit. That is normal, it's supply and demand. Our median days on market, again, the middle of where all the homes are selling is right at 29 days, 29 days, and the average is 49 days, so 7 weeks in about 30 days. The other number we always talk about is our months of inventory, right? I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we're right around 3.2 months per months of inventory. I did an analysis the other day about this, and really we are still in a seller's market, believe it or not, right? The average here, or where I would call a neutral market, is right around 4.5 months. So we've come up from that 1.9 months, so that's why it feels different for everybody, but we're still well under that 4.5 months of inventory. We're gonna watch out on the inventory levels to see if that creeps up, but right now, I still think we are in a seller's market that has opportunity for buyers. We're not at 1.9 months anymore where there's 14 offers for every house on the market in 5 days, right? People are able to negotiate a little bit more. We're actually seeing homes sell for less than asking price as a median, which is great. Really, really good for the long-term stability and health of our market. Lastly, we had about $926 million worth of single-family homes sold in March. We had about $2.26 billion with a B for the first quarter. Now compare that to last quarter, we had $2.45 billion, so we're actually trailing last year by around $200 million, which sounds like a lot of money, but we can really kind of make that up depending on how our spring and summer months are doing. So that's our really quick market update for March and for the first quarter. But I wanted to do something a little different today, right? So some of you, and especially people in different markets, say, what does this buy, right? So I've got a couple case examples here, okay? So the first one, I'm gonna say, what does the typical house in Las Vegas look like? Well, what I did is I pulled a house that has sold in the last 90 days, during the first quarter, and it sold for $300,000, right at the median sales price. It took 48 days, which is right around the average time a home is taken, and it sold for $173 a foot. Now the median sales price has been $166 a foot for that first quarter. So what do we get? We get this home that's in Piccoli Ranch. The home was 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, and a 2-car garage. It's about 1,800 square feet, and it sold for exactly $300,000. Funny thing is, as I was doing this, I actually showed that house to a couple clients in December. It ended up selling in January. So this is what $300,000 will get you in Las Vegas about today, okay? Now for fun, I got 2 other ones for you. What's the least amount of a home sold for in Las Vegas in the last quarter, and what the highest amount is. So we're gonna see a little bit different, right? The cheapest home sold, it was in Old Las Vegas. It was built in 1945. It was on one of the numbered streets. This thing sold for $59,900. Now, you probably can't see the house because it's about a 500 square foot house on a 1/4 acre lot. And the comments basically said this thing needs to be torn down or brought to the stud. So it was almost lot value, but this was the cheapest thing that has sold in the Las Vegas area in this quarter. There were some things that were outside of Las Vegas, Tonopah, Pahrump, that I didn't include in this just because I wanted to keep it in Las Vegas. So $59K will buy you this. And $6 million will buy you this. This property is beautiful, centrally located right on the west side, so it's really within a city block. It's actually 3 parcels that totals over 8 acres, over 6 acres, right in the middle of Las Vegas, so it's over 6 acres. Total square footage of all the parcels together for the homes is over 20,000 square feet of home. There's a 2.7 acre park on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful property. And as you can see, didn't want to take a lot of pictures of it, but this is what $6 million is gonna get you. Absolutely gorgeous. That's about 20 times the median price, right? So you could either buy 20 of those first homes or one of these if you had the money. Obviously, somebody who's buying this is probably not looking at buying 20 investment properties like that. So that's a fun, just to show you what the difference is of what your money gets you. 300K gets you a great home in a great neighborhood. 60,000 is probably gonna get you a tear down. But if you're in that $6 million range in Las Vegas, you get a pretty nice home. That's it for today. Wait till next month. We're gonna have our April commentary and some more fun videos on the way. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep in touch with all of our stuff. Take care.